Hello and welcome back to Easy Life. Today we'll be heading back into career mode, Snooker 19 and part 47 I think of the series. I think this is Friday's premiere. Yeah, played really well the last two days, so let's give this a go. So continuing career against McGill, the Glaswegian Gladiator, or the Tartan Nugget, or the Smiling Assassin, whatever you want to call him. So yeah, this is best of 9 frames. This is a ranking event. This is yeah, we're going to get ranking points if we go far. Well, we're going to get ranking points. We're going to get at least 7,500 ranking points, and the winner will get at least 13,000. So yeah, I mean, Sullivan versus McGill. This isn't too long after the World Championships. I'm filming this. This is the 23rd of May. Yeah, this is Sunday the 23rd of May. I'm filming this. Put it this way: the tournament started on the 17th of April. These guys played to a finish on the Friday night, so that would have been the 23rd of April. So yeah, a month ago today this happened. So this is the rematch 1 month later, and I'm after some sweet revenge.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The first frame, Ronnie O'Sullivan to break.
I'm after some sweet revenge. Yeah, I'm after some sweet revenge. If you didn't already know. So yeah, breaking off in the opening frame. You know, hopefully I'll do a good break. So yeah, I feel that part of me definitely desires to beat Anthony McGill quite heavily here. I mean, obviously, yesterday I made very light work of Ken Doherty. I'm just disappointed never to have made this entry in that match. I feel like I played so well. I mean, yeah. In the obviously a few years ago in the World Championships, Ronnie lost to James Cahill in the first round, and then in the Scottish Open he beat him very heavily in a matter of like half an hour or something, 4-0. So yeah, will this be that thing? Ronnie gets defeated in a major upset at the Crucible against McGill, and then he kind of on a virtual level takes revenge. Well, I popped the first ball, but I'm not very happy with that shot at all. I think I might be able to get through to the yellow. No. Okay, we'll just have to. Just want to hit this. Just aiming to hit the yellow here. Missed it though. No. Okay. Well, my line was good enough for the green, so if I replay it, I'll renominate.
That hasn't really worked out at all.
But already I'm not having a good session as I was yesterday. That's one argument, but another argument is simply the fact I haven't had the chances yet. Although you kind of could say I was left a really good chance earlier, and I missed that simple red. I mean, we're only 3 minutes into the vid. Well, I'm not going to be replaying this. Sorry about the shaking about the camera. I'm just adjusting the angle at the moment. It's a bit dodgy. Ah, that'll have to do. I'll be happy with that. Right. Okay. Hopefully that's end of break. Just have to suffer 5 points from it. Of course, there are reds available, but they're hard reds. I doubt he'll take the one on the. You never know. He could take either of the 2 reds. The one to the rightmost of the cluster, and the one on the right-hand side cushion. So yeah, he's gone for that one and he's missed it. Has he left it? Is the question. He has indeed. Right. So I've got to do what Ronnie O'Sullivan did against McGill that day. Pounce when he gives me the chances. I mean, Ronnie O'Sullivan, man, he played decent that last session. I feel against McGill. McGill kind of just didn't turn up for the first 4 or 5 frames. You know, he did not deserve to win in the way he played those first 4 or 5 frames. Yeah, he played a good last few frames, but yeah, it was really, really unfortunate. Of course, I'm sure there are McGill fans out there who were watching that match and supporting McGill, but yeah, I'm sure there are people who dislike Ronnie O'Sullivan. I mean, yeah, loads of people are Ronnie fans. He's probably the favourite player, but yeah. Meanwhile, I haven't played a good shot. Having cannoned into them, there's a lot of pressure on this shot, I feel.
Anthony's forced to use the rest. makes it a little tricky.
Yeah, I think the damage was just simply done because the fact that I missed the power bar. I actually think I would have got that otherwise. I haven't left much on other than that red. Well, I have now left the red on. Yeah, it's pretty easy. I think he could win the frame from his wall number 24. I think if I didn't actually take too much notice of it. I did yesterday when I filmed it, but I'm pretty sure it was 24. We're now wall number 3. I think Doherty was 56th. So both McGill and Doherty are in the medium range, which is like 21st to 60th rankings. So you'd think there'd be similar difficulty, but obviously this is another round. Maybe McGill will play better because of his higher ranking overall. Like maybe someone like Trump would play better than someone like Gilbert if he played this game, even though they're both in the top 20.
17.
So yeah, I don't really know how you'd compare players like Selby and Jan or whatever. Obviously Jan's now world number 10, but in this game he's probably more like world number 20. Oh, yeah, I think that's end of break, you know. Yeah, barring some outrageous cut like that, which didn't go in, luckily. Luckily for us. Right, what's the damage? I'm really not sure if this goes, but I'm just trying to convince myself that it does. In off the knuckle, just about. Well, not just about, but just about off the knuckle, I suppose. Like, it barely touched the knuckle. It was pretty clean as a pot. Going to need another decent pot here. I mean, this isn't a really difficult shot on Snooker 19, but there's difficulty attached to it. I would like to get into prime position as soon as possible. The century breaks off my mind in this frame. I'm not bothered about that. I'm just bothered about winning the frame and getting off to a good start. I mean, I've not played particularly well to begin this match. I mean, it's probably not as exciting as an episode as the last two. And I really felt like I put up a good show the last couple of days. Obviously, at the time of filming that, I filmed them both yesterday. In fact, I filmed the Martin Gold defeat yesterday as well. So yeah, I filmed a lot in the last couple of days. I'm probably going to play this entire match in one day. Obviously, this match won't finish for you guys until tomorrow, maybe even Sunday night if it goes really long distance. So yeah, I'm nearly a week in advance now, and I will be soon enough. I mean, no real point, I suppose, in me talking about my video schedule. I don't know what that means to you guys. I think all that matters to you guys is when the videos come out. I mean, yeah. And I hope you do enjoy the premieres. If you I really hope that more people start watching these premieres. I mean, there's one that came out yesterday. It said one person was watching. I don't even know if that was it. I think I just clicked on it to see how far through the video it was. It might have just been me. I really do hope people watch these premieres. Obviously, if you are watching it, thank you very much. Please leave a like. It means so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said, it means so much.
18.
Struggling. I'm really struggling today.
You'll be aware of the risks associated with playing this with too much pace.
Well, I just about get it this time, and I've left it safe, you know. Well, not the yellow. I'm not talking about the yellow. I'm talking about the cue ball in relation to the reds.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 18.
So yeah, normal service has resumed today. Back to some low standard, embarrassing, amateurish snooker. Oh, not knocking any amateurs, but it's certainly far from professional level today, I think. And I'd like to get back up to my best. I mean, and I think if I'd carried on filming yesterday, like if I'd had the time on my camera left, or I just carried on in that recording session, I would have flown. Like really, in fact, still had an hour on my camera, so I can't complain about that. But I was really playing some of the best Snooker 19 I'd ever played yesterday. That was a performance of a lifetime so far. I just want to knock this in, yeah. And the first frame, I remember I wasn't even concentrating. Well, I appeared not to be concentrating what I was talking about. I was just talking about rubbish to do with God's a Snooker program. And all that, but and then I made that 81 break, which proved to be my highest of the match. I mean, I was disappointed. I thought if I just carry on talking about rubbish, it hadn't done me badly so far. I'll just focus on my own game in my head, and I'll do a really good job. I was never really sure about that positional shot. I don't think I landed on the shred. If it goes, then I'm lucky. I'm not lucky. But, yeah, you know, I probably didn't deserve to be on it anyway. So, you know, I'm not going to complain. Decisions, to quote Virgo from an older snooker game. 2005 World Snooker Championship, I think that is, that game. Yeah. I've been watching Captain Goodspeed's World Snooker Championship 2005 series. Not one that he's doing at the moment, one that he did back in 2018. Really entertaining, yeah. I was kind of just like throwing the frame away in that shot. I mean, I haven't played good at all. This is not the same standard as yesterday. This is weak and low quality. I mean, I've not enjoyed this first frame. And I've wanted to play really heavy today, like yesterday. I mean, if I'd played anything like yesterday, I probably would have been really happy with my performance. I mean, but those sorts of things don't happen often. I mean, I shouldn't expect that every session. I mean, I'm probably setting too high a target for myself. I didn't aim to pot that. I just played the safety. And you know, I think if I got the snooker here, which I have a feeling I have, I've probably won the frame. What? Did you see that shot? If there's a replay function, that deserves another look. He literally just hit the cue ball into the pocket like he couldn't be bothered. Well, I'm not going to make him play from here. I can't be bothered to force a retake. I mean, there's no point. I got the frame at my mercy. Although I said that against gold yesterday, and look where that got me. Right, I'm just going to drop this blue in. No side, no heroics as I tried to do against Martin Gold in that decider. That proved to cost me very much dearly indeed, because I went on to lose the frame. I went on to lose the match. I may well still have been in the Indian Open in this episode, I don't know, but how on earth did I miss that? I did not see that coming really, like maybe I feel it in the back of my mind in every shot a miss, but I don't know. I've got away with one there because he's left it on again. So yeah, I've dodged a bullet in effect. One that I really shouldn't have. I mean, I'm not complaining that I'm going to win this frame now, but I mean, I'm just playing bad shot after bad shot. This is one of my worst. This is some of the worst I've ever played. I mean, I'm not going to make an effort to try and hide that. Oh my god, this is frame ball. I feel if I'm missing this, I'm missing the frame. Is it there? It's there! Let's go! 1 up, 1-0. Let's go! Let's freaking go, man. Let's freaking go. What a way to start the revenge. Don't go in. Don't. Oh, I meant the cue ball, but obviously the brown was in. Oh, I didn't think it would go in, right? I didn't think the cue ball would go in. I thought the brown would go in, yeah. I think that's curtains on frame 1. Well, it doesn't matter about the blue. I should have won this frame anyway. And he needs quite a few snookers now. What is it? What's the score? 54, 50, 58 to 30? Yeah, he needs 2 to tie. He might come back. No, he hasn't. Okay, he conceded. I would have thought there's an outside chance that he might have returned and tried to play on, but here we go. Anthony to break.
He's established a 1-frame lead here. Some pretty impressive snooker in that last frame.
Man, Anthony McGill's bowled in this game. I never really knew he was bowled. I didn't think Anthony McGill was bowled until this year's World Championship. I thought he had loads of hair before that. He's bowled in this game. He looks more like Gary Wilson. You know, like he looks more like they modelled him on Gary. I think he really did look like Gary Wilson in this year's World Championship as well. That is Gary Wilson, not Kyron Wilson, just to clarify. Obviously Kyron Wilson has hair. The Tyneside Terror is the one I'm talking about. Made the semis a few years ago. That probably doesn't help because so did Kyron. He's made a few semis himself. Meanwhile, not my finest shot. Okay, not bad either. That shot, there's a pot on here. 33%, nice, nicely done. Oh, what a shot, what a shot, what a shot! What a positional shot, like, it was a fluke, don't get me wrong. The pot wasn't a fluke, the position, to get such good position. I aimed for some sort of shot on the blue, really, but that was just unreal, like. Decisions. Yes, I'm going to bite the bullet and land the wrong side of the blue here, I think, yeah. It was something I knew was going to happen. Does the pink go? No, it doesn't, but I'm going to make the pink available. Because this shot isn't hard at all, leaving me very nicely on the next red to clear the path for the pink, so yeah. I'm really not bothered that I landed the wrong side of the blue. It might have been harder, you never know if I was the right side, so. The black, I don't want to land on the black just yet. I think the black's a very tough pot, although, let me have a look if it goes. Obviously I learnt this view table function from my man Captain Goodspeed. No, it doesn't go. Does one of these reds go? Yeah, that red goes.
Going for the left corner pocket.
So I'm not going to free the path for the pink, and whoa, the shot, yeah. Well, I got a shot of the yellow, I got a shot of the pink. I don't really fancy the pink. Let's just have a look at how good the pink is. It might not be bad at all. Ooh, if the yellow don't go, I think the yellow goes. No, it doesn't. Ooh, ooh, the blue goes. I'm going to go for the blue. The cheap blue, as Captain Goodspeed would say. So, yeah. Cheap blue because it's a fairly easy shot on this game, when in real life it's obviously a very risky. Yeah, I mean, in real life you play how you'd think would play safe. Oh no, how I missed that? How have I missed that? No! No, I would never have missed that. No, no, no! What am I doing? I'm playing terrible. The problem is these reds are so, like, covering the bloody colours that it's impossible to get on one. I've got away with another one there. How much is there on the table? 107. Well, I got an outside chance of a century break, but if I'm not even going to take the black here, then I'm literally waving goodbye to it.
Well, he's looking at potting this.
You see, the black don't go, so there's no point trying to play for it. I know that I'm in a position to pot the black now if the red weren't there, but my intention wasn't to be on the black; it was to be on the brown. I'm not even on the brown, I'm on the blue instead, so, you know, the blue's worth 1 point more than my brown. I'm just going to try and move the pink. Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect. Well, not really. Oh, yes, the pink does pot, that is epic. Well, it's a superb positional shot in Neil Founds' opinion, but I do have higher opinions, I do have higher standards, because yeah, I'm on a red here, but where the hell's that next colour coming from? I'm kind of having to rely on missing cannons. Oh, I'm on the brown. That's a good shot.
Nicely onto the colour.
Kind of just unpicking the path for the black. Kind of just... It's becoming perhaps a good break building opportunity.
This should be pretty straightforward.
No, no, no. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So what is it now? I've sacrificed 5 points. So I can still make 102. Obviously, I'm going to have to take mainly blacks now, and take a couple of pinks, and that's it. I think I've just made a bad mistake. I don't even think the black pots. Nope, it doesn't. If this pink don't go in, I can wave goodbye to the century. I don't even fancy the pink. So it's going to be all blacks if I'm to make the century then. All blacks from, well, no century in this frame, regardless. Because Anthony ain't making one, neither am I. I don't believe I missed that. I mean, maybe I was getting... I mean, it's really been a rubbish standard today. I'm really sorry about it, guys. I would have liked to have played better than this. You know, I mean, it was a good session yesterday, like a really good one. Those are rare, those sessions. Make no mistake, that was a good sesh. Like, it will take me some time to produce form like that again. I would have liked to have come back and done the same today, but it just hasn't happened for me. It's a shame, but there it is, so... Let's just see where this frame takes us now. I mean, McGill could well take this. He's got a good chance. I didn't know that were red potted. Maybe it didn't before when that other red was there, but never mind. Let's just have a little look. There is still there's a red by the pink, which is tough to get. There's 2 reds by the top cushion, which are tough to get. There's obviously, well, one's not tight. There's these 2 reds out in the open. By the top cushion, by the way, I mean the one closest to the black. That's what the commentators call it. I mean, obviously, in terms of the screen, the one on the top is the one by the bulk colours, yellow, green and brown. Well, the green's moved a bit, but by the brown, closest to the brown. But they call, for some reason, the one by the black's called the top cushion. I always consider it to be the bottom end of the table though. But I just want to use the technical terms, so there it is.
Tricky shot here.
It's there, every step of the way. I feel like I'm beating the top player today for some reason. I know Anthony's not like top 16 in this game, but he's a good player. He's better than Ken. But I don't know really how. I don't really know if being better. I don't really know what being better than Ken would mean. Would it mean that he's that good, or would it just mean that he's an average player? You know. Or would it just mean he's an average player like Ken? Like he's playing about the same as Ken, put it that way. The reason this isn't the same as yesterday is just because of the fact that I've played horrible. I've played horrible today. I mean, I've earned the first frame quite decently, but I didn't really play well to earn it, maybe. But I just kind of feel like maybe this is an awkward table. We both had multiple chances. I've had a good chance in this frame. I've maybe had more than one good chance. I mean, I've given him a good chance, but I doubt he's going to clear up from it, although, you never know. I could be eating my words. I don't know. Oh, sorry, guys.
One.
You just missed?
Anthony McGill.
You did?
One.
I had my eyes closed then, I was just kind of like half asleep. I thought the colours are all there. It don't look like anything's gone in.
That he would have wanted. One.
Right, you ready for a bit of an exhibition shot? You don't beat that red that Ronnie O'Sullivan knocked in against Anthony McGill. That was a fantastic one. The real life I'm talking about, not today. But yeah, that red that O'Sullivan knocked in against McGill, there were a lot of good shots in that match, so probably... Yeah, I mean, the red I'm talking about is the one in the 17th frame. The first frame, I didn't play the pot. I just played to get the cue ball kind of safe or whatever. I've actually got snooker here. But the red I'm talking about was that one from where the cue ball was in bulk. The red was in the side of the table, and Ronnie just knocked it straight into the middle pocket. I mean, it was just like, how did the red even go in? He played it at pace. I mean, I didn't know the physics. It was just kind of like against the laws of physics. Well, I'll tell you what was against the laws of physics was that shot Judd Trump played. That shot on the green. I mean, if you haven't already seen it, then man, it is a fantastic shot. I may not be a Judd Trump fan, but that's a major. I don't believe I just fouled that, but that was a really good shot from Judd. What he did, it was a long green. He knocked it in with tons of topspin. The cue ball comes off the cushion and he stops in its tracks on the brown. I mean, go and search it up. It was the shot of the season. Just type in Judd Trump shot of the season, it'll probably come up. After this video, of course, don't pause my video for that. It's not that good. No, it really is good though. It's worth checking out. It's worth checking out. I mean, it's so against physics. I mean, I didn't watch it like live when it came on, but I watched it back. When they show replays, I mean, they've shown it tons of times. I mean, it's just such a good shot. I mean, you can't deny it. I mean, I'm not a Judd Trump fan either, at all. Like, but yeah, I can't deny the fact that it was a fantastic shot.
Just this brown required now.
Well, shot of the century, probably. Meanwhile, I've played some of the worst I've played. I mean, this is disgusting, this session. And this session is disgusting. There has been nothing good that I can say about these first 2 frames, really. I mean, look. This feels even better because I feel like I'm really patronising McGill. And if he's watching, he probably is about to put something quite bad in the comments. Sorry, but sorry to his supporters as well. You know.
That's what he was after. Nicely played.
I mean, I think I offended him. And I still don't believe he beat Ronnie that day. He didn't. He did not play better than Ronnie in the evening session, the one I watched. I didn't watch the other two sessions. I had school, so I didn't see him. But, yeah, I remember checking the score at break time at school. It was 7-4 to McGill, and it was about to be 8-4. I just thought, man, this match is over. I just thought, this is depressing. I thought, Ronnie, what have you done? You need, like, 3 in the next 4 frames. Like, 10-6 and you're done. I mean, realistically, he's won this frame. I didn't deserve to win it, put it that way.
Anthony McGill. And now the frame is his.
Yeah, I did not deserve that frame at all. Hopefully I only take a 3-1 lead at the interval, but yeah, hopefully we'll have enough time to play those 2 frames. You know, I'm just playing an orthodox break-off this time round. Yeah, not a bad break-off at all. Very thin, very thin, very thin. Where's the cue ball? Ooh, tight on the bolt cushion, nearly. Ooh, that was a fantastic shot. Yeah, I left that red that he went for. I don't know if he went to pot it, but he certainly went to hit it, so yeah. But I left it. I didn't know if he'd get it. The question was, would he get it, yeah? So he didn't get it.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner.
I'm getting really good at hitting that power bar, I think. I think perhaps part of it is due to the awareness of the importance of hitting the power bar because of the Captain Goodspeed stuff that I've been watching lately. I've been watching a lot of Captain Goodspeed. I mean, if you don't know Captain Goodspeed, if you haven't heard of his channel, I mean, you should go and check it out after this video, after the Judd Trump thing. I mean, you know, I'm just directing you towards some snooker goodness on this channel as part of the deal. You know, directed you towards Nathaniel Bandy, Troy, all them lot in the past. Just thought I'd go down a different field this time. I mean, my channel does contain a hell of a lot of varied stuff. I mean, you got Mario Kart, Snooker. I mean, the two don't really come into each other. But yeah, and these are 2 games I play, and these are 2 games which I've really enjoyed making series on. I mean, this is by far the most enjoyable series. I mean, it's the one that I've stuck with the most, I think. Obviously, I've just taken a huge break since those couple. I did loads of videos in July and all that back then. There was a couple of videos in October. Now I think it's just now, yeah, that I've returned. I didn't even do a Christmas special news video this year. I just couldn't be asked. I just couldn't be asked to get my channel going again. I just kind of hated making YouTube videos. I thought it was well, I didn't hate making the videos. The video part's the fun thing, but uploading them is a very slow process. Like not waiting for it to upload, but like putting the title in, putting the description in, putting the tags in. What else is there? Schedule, making the thumbnails. You know, the thumbnails aren't that bad. That's the fun part, just changing the numbers, putting the tournament in, and all that. You know, if I was Captain Goodspeed, he puts titles in his videos. Like, I don't want to do that because I feel like it might spoil the result if you miss a video. Like, if a video is called "Can We Make the Comeback," which quite often there are videos called "Can We Make the Comeback" as a common title. And when he's behind, he likes to say, "Can we make the comeback?" It kind of just spoils it, saying, obviously implying you're behind. Or if it's like, I mean, I don't mind some of the titles. "Can we build a lead?" "Can he play better?"
Looking to play this softly. I
mean, it kind of just implies, "Can we build a lead?" doesn't imply
32.
that he's going to build a lead. It just makes it exciting. Big breaks from both players. It doesn't spoil anything. If he wants you to, he's telling you that there's big breaks from both players. He wants you to note that, so it's not really a massive spoiler. 147 break question mark or something like that. It's not really going to spoil it. It's not telling you he's made a 147. It's just implying that there's a good chance. In fact, forget 147. He gained a 155 in the Season 4 World Championships. I hope I haven't potted the cue ball. That's a fantastic shot. When I missed the power bar, I thought I could have been done for. Oh, it's pink. It's pink goes. No, does it really? Oh, it does go, but really, I don't really feel like risking the pot.
see you drop this in gently.
Oh, what a shot. I just feel like that shot went so well. I mean, it wasn't nothing special. But man, these reds are mouth-watering. These are in mouth-watering positions. Like, all I've got to do is just land red colour, red colour, red colour. This is probably this is as good as a chance. Like, this is as good as a chance as I'm probably going to get for a century break in this series, you know. And if I could do it, I mean, I'm not going to put it, I'm not going to spoil it in the title or whatever. I wouldn't want to do that. And I'd want you guys to experience it. It would be so great just for you guys to see it. Like, you just wouldn't imagine it, would you? I'm being silly taking on that shot. That's an undue risk. It's an undue risk for a shot that I really do not need to take. But obviously that's what an undue risk is, isn't it? It's something you don't need to do. But you know what I mean. I just felt like there was no point in taking that on. So I didn't do it. And I feel like this is probably as good as a shot I could have played here. Yeah, that's a good shot. I've got 16 minutes left to experiment with my recording on my video. So I could probably play one more frame after this one, you know, it depends how long left there is on this frame, obviously. I come here to I sit down and make a record. I don't even sit down and I don't even miss. Oh my god, why the hell did I do that? I missed the power bar and that has cost me a century break. We just don't want to make one here, but that's depressing. I mean, I had the balls at my mercy. I had it all. I had every chance. But yeah, I'm really happy with that break. Just like, it puts me in good stead for the next frame, if nothing else, you know. He ain't going to go far here. He's run out of position already. Yeah, he's missed. Well, he has. He fluked it, okay? He didn't aim for that. That was just a fluke, and he knows it, and the game knows it. It's a programmed fluke. I mean, you know, this isn't a very good break. I mean, wrong side of the blue. I mean, come on, mate. Come on, this is the. Yeah, I've got the. I mean, what a rubbish player. I mean, obviously I'm going to win this. I mean, I feel insulted that I'm not 2-0 up. I feel insulted that I'm not 2-0 up. I mean, to be fair, I played rubbish, but yeah. He has not played. We played it. We both played well, I haven't played rubbish in this frame, but I played rubbish in the first two. I played fantastic in this one, and I'm just saddened that I didn't make the century break that I deserve.
Perfect position.
I think, yeah, I got in this frame, I made a fantastic cannon, and the rest is history. To that until the 54 breakdown. I mean, it was kind of just like missing the power bar.
That's a top shot.
The reason I was a bit apprehensive on the previous red leaving a difficult black. I think that was the black I missed. The one after that one where I said it's an undue risk, because I can't remember too much happening between that. Like, it was a short period of time. Unless I'm mistaken. That's the end. Yeah, Neil Fans just has said the message. That effectively shuts through. And I know I'm not going to make a century, but it's just a certain thrill you get out of potting these balls. I mean, yeah. I mean, I know it just sounds like, what's so fun about potting balls if there's no century? But it's just enjoyable to make a nice break. Sometimes, you know.
22.
I'm on 22, 22, 37, 35 remaining, make 57 here if I clear up. And, you know, I've only got 8 pots to make that. I've only got 8 pots left and I would have made 57, a 54 break, 57 break. You know, I've had a good frame. I'm not going to complain about that. I think that's end of break. No? No? Yeah? No? Well, I'm not really bothered about missing now. I'm kind of just happy. I'd rather just get on with the next, you know. But just, you know, it's nice to have a bit of, just enjoy potting balls. You know, the best feeling in snooker is potting balls. I mean, you may think it's all about winning frames, but if you don't win frames in big scoring visits and you just kind of win them in drips and drabs, it ain't as enjoyable as winning it. It ain't as fun to watch. You don't think the player. I wouldn't imagine the player would get. I mean, I know myself, when I play snooker, I don't make many big breaks. I tend to go to the table, maybe score 10 points if I'm lucky. I'd be really happy with scoring a break of 10, like maybe a break of 5, 6, you know, probably my average, something like that.
Ronnie O'Sullivan. Well played to take that.
Probably like what I score most times to come to the table, but yeah.
He's taken the lead here.
It's more. It's just sometimes you can't pot a ball. It's very frustrating. It makes the game very boring. You just don't want to play it. I mean, that's not because it means you're losing. It's just because. I mean, even if I lost 5 frames in a row, well, okay. Even if I lost 5 frames in a row, having played really well, yeah, maybe I'd feel hard done by that. That I hadn't won any frames, and I'd feel a bit done out of, you know, something that I deserved. But at least I'd feel like I'd played well and I'd enjoyed it. And if I'd lost 5 frames in a row just sitting it, just really struggling to pot a ball, or just to make a decent break, or just to hold, just to cue straight, if I just couldn't do that for 5 frames, I'd get really agitated and not want to play. And I suppose if I lost 5 frames on black balls, I wouldn't want to play, because I just think my luck's rotten today. And a black ball final's a 50-50 sometimes, you know. And especially that 1985 final, the amount of chances both players had on that last ball, it was unbelievable. It was any man's to win, you know. On another day, we could be saying that Steve Davis and Stephen Hendry share the record for 7 titles. But as it happens, you know, Steve Davis is on par with Ronnie O'Sullivan. Well, Ronnie O'Sullivan's only just done it last year, but he's done it now. You know, he's still going in his career, he's still getting to finals. I can't say he's winning titles, he hasn't won a title since that World Championship. But, you know.
Half a chance here.
Oh, I missed the power bar, and oh!
Great physical shot. He'll be happy with that.
Oh yeah, Neil. You better be happy with that. You know, I've got a good chance for 3-1 here. And put it in perspective, I could have potentially been 4-0 up. I'd be disappointed if I didn't win the frame from here, you could imagine, because, you know, it's a really good chance. I don't know why I'm playing with all sorts of side spin or whatever, because I hate playing with side. I mean, if the defeat against Martin Gold wasn't enough to tell you why I hate side, I don't know what is, because obviously that was playing with the Tracer side cost me that match. It cost me the match. It cost me a place in round 3. I don't know if for all I know, that round 3 might have been quarterfinals. You know, I can't remember how many qualifying matches I played. I can't remember how many qualifying rounds I played for this. I feel like I've had to play a lot of qualifiers yet at the moment through this career mode season. I feel like I played a lot of qualifiers through this career mode season now, and I'm kind of reaping the rewards of it now, just enjoying getting through the tournaments. I think my best ranking run through this season is the Paul Hunter Classic. Even if I don't even know if that was ranking, to be fair. I think it was. It was the last 16 I made there. I lost 4-0 to Higgins. Looking back on it, I did have good chances in that. I probably could have won a frame. I probably could have won 4-0. You know, Higgins kind of did outplay me, but he didn't play all that good. Maybe part of me was frightened by the prospect of playing Higgins. Like, you know, he's a good player. I mean, compared to like Anthony McGill or something, you know, there's irony in that, in the fact that Higgins and McGill trained together, and McGill's becoming a good player. Probably, I mean, if you train with John Higgins I think they said if you train with John Higgins day in and day out, he would be a good player. I mean, he's a very experienced player, as Higgins.
What can he do here?
If this blue don't go to the it does go to the corner. If that blue didn't go to the corner, I would have been a little bit disheartened. I hadn't really applied for the blue, but I played for the pink.
Well, no surprises here with the long pop attempt.
Yes, it's...
What a wonderful pot. 31.
And I just feel now like my position of playing this break hasn't been all that good. The black's not on its spot, but it's easy enough to get on its spot. The pink's not on its spot, you know. I just kind of feel like this break's starting to get really tricky now. And you know, Stephen Hendry calls it the snowball effect.
Well,
I mean, once you've run out of position, it's harder to get good position. You're just playing loads and loads of recovery shots until you manage to maybe fluke good position, yeah, or have a good chance to get into good position or whatever. So yeah, I think that shot is kind of like I think I'm starting maybe to get back towards position now. But this break becomes very slow if I'm having to play for a lower value colour every time. I mean, okay, I wouldn't call the blue low value, but I'd ideally like to be playing for blacks and pinks in a break. I mean, obviously this break, pink's like a distant dream, yeah. A far cry from being able to play for that, but feel like this area of the table where I'm about to cannon into is a bit clustered up, and maybe that's blocking up chances. I don't think I've hit this hard enough to have a good chance, and no, I haven't.
43.
No, there's a red. There's a red into right corner, isn't there? It's a red, yes! Let's go, there's a red. It goes. Right. Obviously, don't start dancing and don't start jumping and dancing yet. I've still got to pot this, but what a reprieve. Yes! Is there? What's position like? Pretty good! Oh, let's go, it's very good. I'm on the black. Oh, no. No, that's gone all wrong. That's gone all wrong. I'm really thankful that this green goes, you know. Oh man, I started dancing too soon. And I was literally about to start clicking my fingers about, thinking I was talking as if I'd won the lottery. I mean, you must have thought I'd gone mad looking at the table, thinking it ain't that good, is it? And then you must have been thinking, you know, maybe I'm not a hardcore snooker fan, maybe it is. In actual fact, I was just being a bit too optimistic. I did know deep down that there's a chance that the black could become tricky, you know. But I was just trying to stay optimistic about the whole thing.
He's looking to pop this into the left corner pocket.
As long as I don't snooker myself on the red, I'll be happy with this shot. Obviously, as long as I pot the black as well. Yep, good shot. Good shot, very good shot. Okay, I'm going to be slightly... No, I'm not even going to be hampered. So we made a break of 81 yesterday. This red for a 60. This black for a 63 break. This hasn't been the cleanest scoring visit, but this hasn't been the cleanest break in terms of just simple pots. I've had to pull out a lot of recoveries, I feel. But you know, Snooker 19 does have an aiming aid which allows for recoveries. I mean, look, if the aiming aid was tougher, like if long pots were tough in this game, I probably wouldn't have made the century.
Just this red needed.
Well, okay, I wouldn't start dancing and jumping too soon because, you know, the century hasn't been made yet. There's still work to be done. And speaking of time, and speaking of which I've only got a few minutes left. Still got 5 minutes. I shouldn't panic. I mean, I've still got time to, you know, to just play snooker. You know, what am I on now? 71.
71.
I just want to get to this century line now. I mean, it's in my sights now. It's within my reach. Century territory is within my reach. You know, this would be like finishing the episode with a bang. I had a chance to make my highest break of this career mode. I mean, 92 so far. I think we did it against Dave Lilly in a qualifier. I can't remember when. Was it the World Open? I can't remember when we made that break against Dave. I think that was also to go 3-1 up at an interval. It was the last episode of a video, I remember. Because then I went outside afterwards. It's a sunny day or something, yeah. But this round, I don't think I'm going to make the century here. I think I'd do well to make some. I'd do well here to make it, I feel. But you know, I'm going to try for the fans. You know, 4 minutes yet. But it's not a matter of time. It's just a matter of that last red on the cushion. You know. Obviously, I need it to make the century. And it wouldn't be so bad if the pink weren't obstructing it.
76.
I feel like I might as well just try and do this, because if it goes in, then century on, you know. If this pink goes in, it's not there. Never mind, I'll take that. It was a strong end to the sesh, you know. I mean, we do take those. A break of 76, you know. It probably could have been a bit better, but I'll take it. You know, 3-1 lead at the mid-sesh. So, yeah. So, there you go. Nicely poised for the next sesh. I'm 2 up with, well, 5 to play. Yeah, 2 up with 5 to play. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a good day. See you soon. Goodbye.